I'm going to talk about a video that I saw today, and I'm not going to show this video because it was evil. It was fucking demonic, and I will not be showing the footage on my page, but I do want to talk about it. A young Black girl with epilepsy named Audrey Masarik was viciously attacked, assaulted, beaten by a group of white friends of hers. And I need you to understand that this is not teenage drama. It's not friends who had too much to drink and got out of hand. It's not a fight that escalated too far. It's not some mean girls quirky aesthetic. This was evil. It was a group of white girls who got their Black friend so intoxicated she could not properly defend herself, and then they turned her suffering into entertainment. They hit her. They jumped on her. They smothered her face as she was screaming out. One of them, you can literally hear them say, "Where can we hide the body?" And they're laughing while they're doing all of this. That is not bullying. This was a sequence of choices. They got her vulnerable. They surrounded her. They terrorized her. They filmed it and they laughed about it. And we need to talk about the racial component here without someone having to scream a slur before we bring it up. A Black girl was isolated among 3 white girls, and she was stripped of her safety. She was physically overpowered. She was dehumanized, and she was treated as disposable. And Black people do not have the luxury of watching footage like that outside the surrounding history. So I want to say this directly to the Black community. I see why this would enrage you. I see why this kind of video would be absolutely terrifying for you. And I, for one, do not want to see a bunch of whitewashing these 3 girls and their bright futures and that they just made a mistake. We absolutely should not sanitize this level of demonic behavior. I do not care what that young girl could have possibly said or done at any moment in her life leading up to that night. She did not deserve that, and all 3 of those girls need to be fully investigated.
And I agree with him. When I watched the video, which I will be playing in a few minutes, it's disgusting on all levels. In my opinion, this is what we should have civil justice warriors for, like the Benjamin Crumps and things of that nature. They should be speaking out for these type of situations. When you see a Nolan Wells situation, that is totally different. But when we have undeniable proof and we can see it firsthand, what is going on, and the racial undertones throughout this video, it's very disgusting. And I want white people to understand this is what Black people mean by what they need to teach their kids about being around nothing but white people and what racism is, right? In no circumstance should these 3 white girls be treating anybody for that matter like that, but to isolate someone that you're supposed to be your friend that is Black, this looked like a racial attack regardless of whatever the case may be. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to blur out some portions of it. So bear with me, but understand that because of YouTube and they don't like fighting and attacks and things of that nature, but understand that this is what social justice we should be fighting for. Like, I'm surprised I don't see more Black people talking about this situation versus a Nolan Wells situation when we don't even know what happens. So I just want to make that clear that these are 2 different things. But what we can see in this video with Audrey Masarik is that her friends, her alleged friends, lured her, took advantage of her, beat her, and even talked about killing her. And I think it's very disgusting. And I think America needs to wake up and realize this is the undertone of why racism still exists. Because when we see videos like this, I haven't even seen the news take a part of this shit. So it's alleged that, but these girls need to be charged and dealt with to the highest level of the courts and need to face the highest penalties. So let's review this video and I'll give y'all my analysis as we go.
What you gonna do, Audrey?
No, bro, I'm really about to kill this bitch.
What you gonna do?
Now, where can we hide the body at? Okay. That ass, also.
What is you finna do?
Oh my god, you trying to leave this house, bitch, and I'm gonna drag you by your fucking hair, bitch. Audrey, talk all that shit that you was talking over the phone. Talk it out. Talk it now. Stop. Bitch, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Look at them, and then they filming it.
I want her to fight. I want her to fight. Bitch, shut your mouth. Shut up.
What you gonna do?
Very disgusting, very disturbing on all levels. Like, if that's your friend, why would you even do that to any friend? And so you can see clear as day. And so let's read what this young lady put out there, and that she wasn't even aware of what was alleged going on. And hey everyone, I'm Audrey. I'm the girl that got beat. I am doing okay now. I did get rushed to the hospital after that incident with a blood alcohol level of 3x the legal limit. Police in fact did show up to the apartment, I guess, when I got stable in the hospital. The nurses said I went to Riley's neighborhood at her apartment and knocked, and the neighbors called the ambulance. I had a swollen eye. I had a scrape on my face. I had a goose egg on my side, on the side of my head. I had rug marks on my waist from when they dragged me upstairs. I do have epilepsy, so that amount of alcohol could have been fatal, or I could have had a stroke. I did have a seizure in the hospital from being hit in my head, and I suffered mental, physical, and emotionally that night. They know how I am on alcohol. They know my body don't do well with alcohol, which is why they waited for me to be completely intoxicated before they attacked me. But overall, I'm doing okay. A day after that incident, I did take a pregnancy test, which came up positive. I did, in fact, welcome a baby girl 2 weeks ago, and she has changed my life in the way I go about things. I no longer drink. My baby saved me from self-destruction, and I'm speaking to my counselor tomorrow to hopefully help me pursue charges, because they did almost take my life that day, and I was completely almost unconscious. The nurses told my grandma. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I let myself get to the point, but I completely changed, and I am no longer speaking to them. The day I speak to their faces will be in court. That incident happened back in November, and so I'm guessing that was November 2025. And because I didn't remember the fight, I did not pursue with charges because it would have been hard to get them in trouble if I couldn't remember anything. But the video, I have all proof I need, and my counselor said even though it was 9 months ago, I could still carry out with getting them to be held accountable. So that it is what I'm definitely going to do. And kudos to her, I will say, and kudos to her, like her baby life not being taken. Like and I know she's saying that she's going to change her life. And that's the only slight that I see about this whole situation is just knowing that, like, if you have, some disabilities, she knew better not to be drinking at all, period, in my opinion. Like, I'm going to call this down the middle. She was wrong for drinking. And as friends, you are wrong for even allowing your friend to even drink. But in fact, sounds like y'all lured her. Y'all allowed her to get way too drunk. And y'all almost killed her, allegedly. She couldn't even do nothing. So it's taken several months. But now that she has proof, she can take legal action against these young girls. Now, because in my opinion, these are the videos that should go viral. These are the videos that should have some type of representation when it comes down to civil rights. Because regardless of the matter, the optics look crazy. 3 white girls beating up on a black girl who did nothing to them physically in this video other than being present. Y'all supposed to be so-called friends, and y'all beat and abuse somebody that can't defend themselves. White people, this is what this is what disturbs black people. This is what disturbs black people. This is when we're talking about racial undertones and violence set forth on black people. This is what we're identifying with. This type of behavior. Like I stated, I read that the law has identified these young women and are allegedly having an investigation. Let me see if I can pull that up as well. Identified this young lady, and so I'm going to read this off. The St. John's Police Department is aware of a social media post containing a video depicting an assault. The video has been widely shared across social media platforms, resulting in numerous calls, messages, and tips being submitted to the St. John's Police Department. All of individuals involved in this incident have been identified. Once the investigation is complete, the case, along with relevant evidence, including available video footage, will be submitted to the Clinton County Prosecutor's Office for review and a determination regarding any potential criminal charges. At this time, no additional information will be released while the case is under prosecutorial review. Like I stated earlier, this dated back to November 2025. And I think she should press charges. And the thing, and another thing about this whole situation is that thank God for social media. Yes, I know that in this day and time, people just want to post everything. People just want to show that they have the autonomy, want to be famous, or want to just put everything out there. So I feel like this is one of the great points of having social media. When we have real live video footage of heinous crimes that should never happen. But like I said, I hope these 3 white girls get punished with the fullest extent of the law. Please share this video because I do think that more people need to see this, especially when we're talking about racism, when we're talking about, why black people have a fear of allowing their black children to go with white friends. This is the epitome of that, right? Not when we're seeing a Nolan Wells situation, because we don't know. We don't have all the facts and data to back that up, right? I'm going to call it down the middle. But when we do have undeniable evidence, these are the factors. This is why black people have a disdain for white people, or from allowing their children to be solely around white kids because of the fear of these type of situations. But sippers, y'all let me know what y'all feel in the comments. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This your boy Mercy. I'm out.